This morning, I greet all of you, my JSS2 students. We want to round up the work for the term as it is given to you in your scheme of work. We've talked about week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, as the case may be. Today, we are looking at those areas we just looked at in the last 2, 3, 4 months, talking about building. We have been talking about building. We talked about site preparation. We looked at setting out. We looked at those fittings that are done while the building or the house is prepared. After the construction, there are things that we fit in. We call them the water supply and all that. We looked at those things in our previous work. Today, you will be given a project to lay hands on. The word project means something you try and do on your own. It's not like the classroom teaching and learning activities where you see teacher teach you and then what he says is what you take. This kind of project, you do it yourself. It's an assignment that goes beyond assignment. You put your effort to make sure you come out with a particular thing you are asked to do. It makes you to gain knowledge in other areas outside what the teacher has taught you. Because you are the one embarking on the project. So you know what you will gain along the line, what you benefit, what you will learn. That is what I mean by gain or benefit, what you will learn in the process. You must have learned 1 or 2 things why you are able to come up with the project. We will be looking at building project. That is a project you have in your scheme of work that you want to lay hands on this particular term. We call it building project. I call it again, building project. This project, you will do it yourself, as I've said. It's not something you will be waiting for me to teach you how to do, but I will only guide you here. I have the responsibility to guide you, to tell you how you will go about it. That is what I am about doing, building project. Now, on this project, we have different types. When you say building project, you can use, somebody is saying, I'm having a building project. That means it's building a house. You are also going to build a house. But this time, it's not the one you make use of concrete, the cement, the sand, the wood, and all that to do. Because you do not have the money. Your students, you cannot embark on such a project. What you need to do is get a cardboard to build a house. We call it cardboard house. And here, I do not want each and every one of you to give me different size or the area of the building or the house that you want to build. I want everything to be uniform. Whatever student A will do, so student B will do. So I do not want a situation whereby somebody will come out with a very small house, another one will come out with a very big house. I want everything to be uniform. Then I will guide you on how to come about what I expect you to get. Remember, it is building project. You use cardboard to make a house. That is a cardboard house. I will take you to a particular place where you can watch the video. After I've done my next explanation, then you can come to a particular place. This is where you will see the video to watch. It is called DIY cardboard house. That is the particular place. You see it. You go online on YouTube, you just type what you are saying here, DIY cardboard house. This is where you see the video. You watch the video live if you wish to. This video was uploaded on the 6th of July, 2019 by Siri Creative Ideas. That is the person that uploaded the video. That's the name you see there. So do not go far to be searching. Once you have this information, this is the link you are seeing here. You want to watch it, just copy the link here. This is the link. Then you see the video to watch, stage by stage, step by step. I call it again DIY cardboard house. That's what you see. This is the name, and it was uploaded by Siri Creative Ideas on the 6th of July, 2019. So if you have this information, you could just copy the link. When you copy the link, you watch the video, you see it there. Then I will explain to you now what we really want to do in course of this particular project. That is performance objective. What I want you to get or to produce and what I want you to learn. Number one is at the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the components of a building. A building is like a body, it has components. Then you should be able to build a cardboard house. That is the project. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to know this. Before you can build a cardboard house, you should be able to know the components that make up that house. What comes together or what come together to form the house. Just like the human body, where we have the eye, the head, the leg, the hands, just as many as possible. So they come together to form a single unit called a body. So you have these components, we call them building or components. So they come together to form the building. Then what you want to do, I have said before, is to make use of the cardboard, not the cement or sand or wood or ceramic or PVC pipe or whatever. This one is just to make use of cardboard. You can see them where they're selling dummy. You know how you get your cardboard. You tell people to get these things for you. You can buy it in the bookshop and all that. That's what I want to let you know. Then let us look at the building components we are talking about. We have the floor. The floor is the part of the building you walk on. Where you put your leg, where you are going, the part of the building you walk on, you put your foot. That is what we call the floor. That's the ground side where you walk on. The part of a building that we walk on is the floor. The next one is the door. The door is an opening in the building where you enter or leave the building. That is the function of the door. You don't come through the window. Remember, it's also stated in the Bible. Whoever comes through the window is a thief. So you come through the door. The door is the part of the building. We enter and we leave the building. Then the wall is a support, is a part of the building that carries the load of the roof. And it is also a protective part of the building. It could be at any of the sides. It could be at the right side, the left side. It protects the house. That is one thing to make you stay. You remember by definition we said it's a structure with walls and roof. If there are walls, you are protected from external forces like noise and other things from outside. Then this roof, it protects you from the rain and the sun and others. So that is from the definition of building. So the wall also is a protector. That's one of the functions. The window is an opening in the house or in the building where light comes in and also fresh air comes in for ventilation and others. Then the gable is placed on top of the house. That is the upper part of the wall. Is what we call gable that takes the roof. We will understand this while we're going. And then the roof is the upper part of the building, as I've said, that protect the house from the sun, rain, and the effect of the bad weather like rain and other things. It is the roof. That's the upper part of the building. We have these components. Then we want to look at how we start this project, how we start to put our hands on them one after the other. There are stages. I broke them into stages, step by step. Then you follow these steps, then you get it done at the end. I remember I said I need a uniform house. If it is 2-bedroom flat, you construct 2-bedroom flat. Somebody may go and construct 1-bedroom flat. There are two different things. I want you to start it from here. When you get this, we can now project to another or proceed to another level. If it is 3-bedroom flat, you can now construct 3-bedroom flat. Let us know how we start the project too. And I have given a specification in this particular work. What I mean by specification is if the length of your door is 2 centimeters, everybody will have door length to be 2 centimeters. We call it specification. Then let us look at stage 1. This is the house that you are asked to build. Get the materials like this. This is the house. This is the building. This is the back of the house. The front is at the other side. We will see them as you proceed. This is just the house. I want you to construct with your, you call it carton. We call it cardboard house. This is what I want you to construct. How do you start? First, This, what you are seeing here, you divide your cardboard or the carton as you have seen the dimension here. Wall side 1, that is one side of the wall, is what you are seeing. Then gable is cut out of the wall now. You have here 15 cm. Then at this side, you have 12 cm. That is a rectangle. After that, you have cut it with your scissors or with your whatever you want, razor blade or whatever you want to use to cut it. When you have cut the carton like this, then from here to here, remember the beginning of this point to this point is 15. Then beginning of this point to this point is 10. Next thing you need to do is you cut away 5 up here. Remember here was 15. Then if it becomes 10, that means 5 is measured out of it. You just put a dot here. That 5, you cut, trim it like this, and then you trim it like this. What you have trimmed, the length of what you have trimmed out is 5 centimeters. This one still remains 12. That is the length there, still remains 12. The one that is 15 is where you are cutting out 5 to now have your gable. This side is what we call the gable that will take the roof. That's what we call the gable. It's the upper part of the wall. I've told you, this is the gable that has been made from the wall now. When you finish that, this is the door specification. From that particular one you have just gotten here, you need to cut your wall. From here, you cut a wall. The size of the wall as you have here is 9 cm high. You measure 9 cm at the middle, measure 9 cm, then 5 cm. You will now cut this up here, then cut it down. You cut it down, just like you push your door. This side will be where the hinges, where you have the frame, where the door is joined to the jam and the frame are there. So this is side you have it. The opening and the lock side will be this place. So just push it there. That means you cut only the top here. Remember, still with your razor or whatever you want to use. You cut here down too. After you have cut this side, you cut here down. Then you cut this down side. You just cut a little. That's where you push the door. This is the side the door will go to now. 5, 9 cm. If you are done with that, you will have the wall side with window. This is 10, 15. We're dealing with the door side where we have 10, 15, and then we cut the gable. Remember, but this is 10, 15 now. Just a rectangle too. In that carton or cardboard there, you are now going to cut at the middle. You have a square. What is the value of this thing you have at the middle here? You have a square. That is, you will have this. This is a square. You have it. This is 10. This is 15. You just mark out a square. Wall side with window 2. That's the second side of window. You just mark out with your biro or with your pencil a square inside. Or it could be rectangle, depending on the side. Some windows could be square. Some could be rectangle. It could be rectangle or square. So you get this. This one now is a bit rectangle because you have, it's a rectangle. You have 5 here and 6 here. It's not really square. 1 cm is longer here compared to the other side. So you have 6 at the base here. Then you have 5. Now, if you have here to be 15 and 10, or the other side, you have 10 and 15, then you are measuring from here to here is 10. You are not getting 5. That means you have left from this point, you have left 2.5 to the end here. Then from this point, you have left 2.5 to the end here. Are you following? All right. If here to here is 15, you are measuring 6 out of it. That means you have 9 left. Are you okay? Out of the 9, that means since it's fixed at the middle, the window is at the middle. Out of the 9, that means you have here 4.5 left, and then this other side, 4.5 left. So that 5, 6 here is placed at the middle. You will now get what you have here. Then you cut it out. That is the window itself. Remember, the window has a glass. That is the one you really call the window. That's a glass. So this one is just the opening now. It has, you need to close it also. Then you will get to this with the jamb. This is the side we call the jamb. You are seeing here. We call this the jamb. So you have the window there. What you have done is the 5, 6 You also divide it into 2. You have the 5, this is 5, you divide it into 2, you have 2.5 and then 2.5. Then you just give 1 at the middle here. If you give 1 at the middle, for this here to here is 5. Remember, if you give 1 at the middle, that means you're having 4 left. So this place will be 2, this place will be 2. This one is 3. You just keep 1.5 here out of 3. That means you're having 3 remaining. Then the 3, you use 1.5, use 1.5, you divide it equal. Or you could use 1, leave 1 here, then you're having 2. Then you have 1, if this is 6, you leave 1 here, you're having 5. Then 2.5, 2.5, we close it. So depending on the size you have at the middle now, you now cut there. You make your window at the middle there. That is that stage. Then to fix the window, you use glue. You buy the glue in the market that you use. You fix it at the edge here, fix it at the edge here, fix it at the edge here. For you to be able to fix it, I will still explain here to you. Allow this your jam that's in here, this side, to be a bit longer than that hole you are seeing here. Allow what you want to use. I come again, what you want to use to cover here. Allow it to be a bit longer, to this side, to this side, to this side, and to this side, so they can cover that window. This is not a real material for building, you know, so you'll be able to gum it. That will give you this one, then you'll be able to gun this one. This one will not cover this side. That's what I mean. It should be able to cover here. Then you now fix it. It has been fixed to cover. You could see this one ends here. That's why you are seeing the glue here. So this one from here to here is the part that is lapping that particular side of the wall now and the window. That is the frame. You give that little space to have your window frame. This is the window that is fixed now. Having done this to one side, you also do it to the second side. Then when you have done that, this is the wall that you have fixed. That side is where you have fixed the window to. This is the side you have fixed the window to. You stand it. That is what you have here. You stand it at one side. Then the other side will have the gable, will stand there. We're having one side of the wall and the other end of the building now at the other side. Next thing, you fix the second side. You're not having the third side. One carrying gable. This is the window side, second side of the window. We're now looking for the fourth side, where you have the opposite of the side of the wall carrying gable now. That is 2 of them before you now cover the building. So this is one side carrying window, one side carrying window. Where is the door? We have not seen the door because we have already cut the door before. But where is it going to be placed? It should be at the entrance where you enter there. That is what you see here. This is the building, the house. The walling is completed. What we mean by walling, that is laying the blocks now. This is the block or the blocks that you have laid. So this is the entrance, this is the door. Remember, I told you how to cut this door the other time. This is the door, you enter from here. Then this is the side you have window. The other side here, you also have window. This is what we call the gable. The gable here, the gable here, the gable here. If you have fixed this side, at each joint here, it is the same gum you will use. At each joint here, where each wall is meeting each wall, it is the same gum you use to hold it. If you have done this, you will move to the next stage. You now have 21 by 21 cm here. This one is floor dimension. The floor, where I've told you is the where, the floor is the what in the building, the part of the building we work on. This is the one. You remember, in a natural setting, you have the wall, sorry, the floor, before you start to lay your walling, before you start to lay your walls or lay the blocks for the wall. But this time around, because you are making it of cardboard or a carton, you are the one that will make the building, then you fix the floor. This is the floor side, just rectangle, square, 21 by 21 square. So you put it on the ground, then you now put the building, the house you have built now. This particular house will be fixed on it. You will put it on top. That is what you have here. This is what I mean. You fix it there. If you're having 21, 21, you now measure it and make sure the house is at the middle of the floor. Then you will now wall the side, just like fence. You put a little wall around it. Then you now have your gate to enter the house. And what next? How do you reward that? This is the roof first. Before you do that, 19 by 19. This is also a square. This is the roof. I want to use the asbestos. You want to roof. It is dimension now. Then you use it. Then you break it into two. You just measure. How do you do that? You cut the middle. Just use your ruler to measure the middle of this place. You just measure the middle of this place. Put a dot here and a dot here. Make sure it's the middle. Then you just break it a bit to just like you break your carton. Just break it into two, but don't cut it. Just bend it that way so that it will flip to this side and flip to this side. That's what you need to do. After that, you use it to do. That's what I just told you. Just make sure the asbestos is positioned. That is the side of this. The side of this is being shown so that you know how it is. This is how the gable of the house is also look. So the shape or the type of gable determines the type of roof that will be there. Because the gable is this way, that is why this roof is also going this way. Then you use the roof to cover it. This is the house. You remember we've already made the house. You put this roof now to cover it. When you cover it, you are still having your window, your door, and then your window the other side. Remember, it is placed at the center of that floor. I have discussed that with you. Then what next you need to do, you see this 2 cm is the size of the block that wants to be used for this fence here. The fence here. That's what is the fence dimension. That's what I mean. Just showing you the size of the block. Then when you finish, you use glue as you'll be doing. At the end of the edge of the block, you put the glue. When you put the glue, you use it, you fix it here. That's the 2 cm. The short one that was given was here. You also measure here to here. Remember, it's 19 or 21 rather. From here to here is 21. So you also measure, cut a little, having breadth of 2 cm and then length of 21. Just cut that one. You use the glue also, you fix it to this side. You also do it to this side, this other side of the building. You know when you have a fence, you put it here, use it to secure your house. You fix the fence there. Then when you are done with that, this is the gate of the house. If here to here, remember we measured 21, it's still 21. You now cut at the middle, you have a length here. Just cut an opening at the middle. Here could be 5 cm, but you use a height of 9 cm. Just cut this opening at the window, at the middle. Then remember we use 6 by 5. You could also use 6 here out of the 21. So you have some left here, then some left to this side. But you now measure a height here, which is 9 cm. Then this thickness is 1 centimeter. You curve it here. But here is more than the 1. This side is 1, this side is 1, this is 9. You just make, curve, or cut this your gate for that particular fence or to secure your house. Then you will fix the gate there. You see that all the sides are walled now, they are being fenced. The fence is fixed. This is the gate we are talking about. So when you want to enter the house, you follow here. You can now stay here. After that, you enter inside the house. This is inside the house. The rain could disturb here, but because there is floor, neat floor, the rain will not be able to enter the house, and you have a kind of drainage where the rain will be going off from here. So this is the house. And then the floor will still be neat. Even after rain, you can come out and relax. This is the front side, the front view of the house. Then I will show you the back view. This is the back view. Remember, this is where we started from. So this is what you need to do. These are the steps you will follow to construct this. If I am saying your roof, remember I gave you dimensions. For each of these stages, you have dimension. I do not want you to just come and cut anyhow cardboard or carton and bring it for me and say, I have done my project. Follow the specifications and the dimensions I've used. Remember, I have told you that the building has parts. The wall, I called it a protective side or component of the building. We have the roof. It's also a protective component from the ray of sun and the rain. It protects us. The wall, we talked about that. Then the floor is the part of the building we walk on. We talked about the door where we enter and leave the building. We also talked about the window. Is an opening in the house where light comes in and ventilation too. So these are we talked about the gable. I've told you the upper part. These are areas you've seen. There are other parts of building like the lintel and beam that are not included in this project. But as it is in the project, the parts that are required are being given or explained to you. So just put your hands, start one after the other. That is why you have this video. In short, I made things easy for you. If I said go out and build a 2-bedroom flat using a cardboard or carton, you just go and be cut. You do not know where the living room will be, where the dining room will be. But I've made it simple for you by showing you the steps to follow and the dimension and specification for this particular project. So what I need from you is just to come to me and present the work. Remember, I've told you it is still DIY. DIY. That's what I say, cardboard house. That is where you see it. And I've shown the link to you where you can watch it on YouTube. I said it was uploaded by Siri Creative Ideas, and I've shown the link there. So if you still want to watch the step by step, see somebody using hand to do it, I've already explained the steps to you. You are still free to go online with that link and watch the video. I am still Mr. Albert, your basic technology teacher. I glorify God for we've completed your scheme for the term. I wish you all the best wherever you are. Thank you and God bless you.